guy. Today I'm attending a conference and it's on disability and inclusion. So I don't know if you guys can see. So this was organized by the Nigerian Business Disability Network. And as an HR person, really, I just feel like I actually came here to represent my organization. So I feel it's something that HR professionals should be aware of. And so the team is eliminating barriers against inclusive workplace in the private sector. So this is just really about how we can include people living with disabilities in the workplace. So I think that's the whole idea. And the conference is going to be them telling us about what the NBDN people have been doing in the last few years and the opportunities that are available and how we can include these people in the workplace. So I believe it's something that will be very impactful. It should be very mind-opening, and I'm here for it. Really, I'm very open because I would like to at least bring this home. You get what I mean? So let's see how today goes. I'm making sure I vlog as much as I can, if I can. It just came to my mind to try and actually vlog. So let's see how that goes.
Wow! It was cool.
The Nigerian Business and Disability Network was launched in 2020 as a private sector-led network to basically bring together private sector actors and civil society organizations and other stakeholders to foster partnership and collaboration among private sector organizations towards improving inclusion in the workplace. But more importantly also is to share knowledge, provide a platform like this for us to gather, to provide evidence, share resources and network. And the goal of this network is simple. It's basically to drive inclusion in the workplace. And the aim of this network is really to address some of these challenges and make sure that at the end of the day we can boast of organizations, especially as a sector in Nigeria, that is truly inclusive and diverse as much as it is. We are also building the disability confidence of employers and job readiness of people with disabilities.
Before the program started, at the table I am seated on, Dr. Joy was sharing some experiences with us, and it is clear that we all have responsibility and accountability to help ensure that we have an inclusive society in the country. As we set out to drive the various agendas within our organizations, we must recognize persons with disabilities for what they are, effective agents of change, whose contributions also bring enormous benefits to society.
We have a huge nation of people with disabilities in Nigeria. And if we use the UN prevalence rate of 15%, we have about 30 million or more. That's a population of so many countries. And of that population, close to 18 million are of working age. And let me shock you, of that 18 million, only about 0.3% are gainfully employed. And again, of the very small number that is employed, many of them have reported experiencing different types of barriers in their places of work.
Getting a job or getting employed is something that is so, I think is so difficult, having to be employed.
Because most times when you get opportunity and at the point of interview, they discover you are deaf, they'll just give an excuse to tell you that it's not that they can't offer you the job.
After my 2 days, they gave me a message that sorry, we have someone better for that job now, but we'll still keep your CV. So it has not been that easy for the ability to get jobs.
I think people just see it as they might not be productive or they might just be a liability to them.
Then it is for me. Do I see me achieving the goals I've set for myself? Do I see me achieving the type of life I really want to live?
I want to be a popular chef in future.
I went for a training at Project Educative Africa. It was an employability training, hospitality, and they have some partners that is partnering with them because Project Educative is all about inclusive hub that deals with people with disability. So I went for that program, and after the program, we were being posted to various companies that were sponsor of this program, of that program. So some went to Sheraton, some went to Nigeria, some went to Maldives. While I was sent here,
I enrolled for the Youth Employment Program for Persons with Disability organized by Project Enable Africa in partnership with the Sustainable Hospitality Alliance.
Through our youth employment program, we support persons with disabilities by upskilling them and positioning them for job opportunities, especially in the formal sector. And we have placed several young persons with disabilities in roles in different organizations across Nigeria. Our goal really is to support the corporate sector to become disability confident employers, especially in their policies, processes, programs, and platforms.
I'll say it's going really well. You know how you come to a place and they start to say things that you have really had on your mind for so long, and then you're so happy that you're not the only one that thinks the way these people think, and that even if you choose to do something about what you want to do, there are so many people that are actually going to support you. It's just mind-blowing, really. And we only just started. Like right now we are on tea break, and it's like I've not even done half of what I came here to do, but already I feel charged. I feel like I can't get enough of this, and I didn't want to stay here for long because I had to come in for work. But guys, I don't see myself leaving this place until we are done. I'll see if there's going to be like a recording of the session and all of that, just so that I can put the link here. But I also took like short clips, and I'll still do more of that I'm going to insert in this vlog, just so that you guys can have an idea. And guys, I'm glad that we're moving forward really in Nigeria. It might seem slow, like we are not going as fast as people really want us to, but the fact that people are taking steps in the right direction is really, really good. People are networking, so it's quite noisy. I hope you guys heard everything I said though. I'll talk to you guys later, bye.
Some people have actually attained what we call disability confidence, and for some people they are already going to the next phase, which is more of what we call disability leaders. Now, for leaders, what we've heard clearly has to do with the fact that the building, right from the point of design, accessibility was mainstreamed. And in terms of the solving fact, it's clear that not looking around employees alone, but also looking at it from the point of value chain, the supply chain of businesses. And I think those are two key strands.
It's always easy for me to understand their acceptance, because I tell you, inclusion is acceptance into society. When you are not accepted, you have no problem. So they accepted me as the way I am. They gave me whatever I needed. My boss I've seen me somewhere before, so he knew me from somewhere, but he didn't know I was coming to the show. So when I get to the show, he made sure that I had everything I could do.
Okay, at the time when I wrote the exam, I think just 2 persons knew I was visually impaired, and they were not even part of the HR. They just took it. So it was my result that instilled the HR persons there, and they called for an interview. I was the only person amongst 2,000 persons that we had an interview that day. It just happened that I was one of those that was employed at that time.
Guys, see, I met my friend from church,
like
seriously? From church to workplace.
I'm telling you, it's really a small world though.
It is a small world.
I'm so happy to see her. Because when I started resting, no, it's not loving me, like seriously.
It's lonely.
Oh.
It's good to see you there.
Yes, dear.
Guys, we are done. I'll probably still do like a sit-down video, you know, summarizing everything that happened here. I'm back at the office, and I just wanted to quickly do like a summary of everything I learned. I know I might not be very exhaustive with it, but I'll put some links for resources and everything that you guys can just use to learn more. And before I go into the summary, I just want to show you a souvenir that I got. So like I said, it was a diversity and inclusion conference organized by the Nigerian Business Disability Network, and it was supported by various other organizations. And some of the things here were from those different organizations. So MTN Nigeria was one of their supporters, and there's this mini umbrella here. I remember us having this thing when we were much younger. Yeah, so something like you wear on your head, mostly for kids. And then there's something from Access Bank, also one of their partners. I think this is like a stress ball. And then there's a water bottle from Malta Guinness. Yeah. And then there's also a mug from Access Bank. And there's a towel from Guinness Nigeria. Guinness Nigeria is a member of their NGO group. I think that's what they call it. Yes, and okay, so these were all the resources that we had. So this was the conference manual, and then this was my notepad. And then I have my lunch here. So lunch was takeaway. Yeah, so we have rice, plantain, and let me cover this person so that it's not like I'm marketing whatever, she didn't pay me. So there's rice with plantain, and then there's coke. So that's what I have in the box. And speaking of the jotter, so I just wrote a few things here that I'm going to quickly run through. Mr. Jude, my colleague, is behind the camera, and he's a very busy person, so I don't want to waste his time. So, but because this is like the only opportunity I might have to just finish this vlog, I just want to quickly run through it. So I jotted a few things down. Why should you employ people with disabilities? So there are like 5 points: because it's their right. It's also a social responsibility, as you are responsible for providing basic social security for people. It's also an economic responsibility, like you should be given an opportunity to work in an environment where you live. Okay, it's an appropriate approach to social development. When you empower the people in your economy, you're also developing your social environment and all of that. It's morally right to create an equal opportunity for human beings in general, right? And then it makes business sense. One thing I learned today, or one thing that I really caught today, is the fact that people that have different forms of disability, they are very innovative and very creative, because they have to go the extra mile just to be like people that don't have disabilities. I don't want to say people that are normal. Everybody is normal. We are just differently able. So they are very creative, they are very innovative. That means they go the extra mile just so that they can prove to you that they can do it. So that means that they are more productive in a sense, So it just makes business sense that you employ these people, you give people equal opportunity to come and prove their worth and add value to your system. Why do we have these barriers? It's because a lot of people lack knowledge. People don't know some of these things, and one of the aims of this conference was really to expose some of these things to us, also to show us how to create this environment for these people. Yeah, and we also have to make a lot of awareness about it. So in your own personal space, in your own office, you have to take ownership, and you have to start trying to include it in your environment. So like I said, I'm just trying to rush through. So speaking of laying the foundation, the leadership of wherever workplace has to be committed. You have to also communicate this to your staff in general. You have to take advantage of assistive technology. So we have some of the companies that supported this event. That's their job. They create technologies that assist these people. I'm going to leave some links to their websites so that you can go and learn more. Ensure that your infrastructure is accessible. So for instance, your office building is 7 floors and you don't have a lift. You don't have an elevator. So how do you want to employ somebody, for instance, that uses a wheelchair? So this is just an example. I'm not going to go into the different examples. Preach the gospel to all stakeholders. Stakeholders can be your internal and your external customers, your vendors, and people in that regard. Then demonstrate exemplarity in all you do. So don't just talk it, act it. Show people that you are interested in these categories of people and let them see. Remove all entry point barriers, and this talks to mostly recruiters. So you want to tell people that you are inclusive and you are diverse in your organization. But when you are putting out advert, put it there that these people are also encouraged to apply, because at the end of the day, it's about the value they can add, not about their physical structure. And organizations can also help in putting these things in their policies, putting it in their processes, creating programs and events that just encourage all of these things. Guys, I really cannot exhaust all of this, but this is just to say that even if where you are right now, you're not going to be able to implement this. Make it a mandate that even in your own personal space, you're not going to discriminate against people that are living with different forms of ability. Anyway guys, I'm going to end the vlog here. I'm very hungry. This is like almost 4 o'clock. I've not had lunch except for the tea break that we had. But if you'd like to say something, remember to comment and like this video, share with your network. That's one of the ways whereby you encourage diversity and inclusion. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.